Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a potentially not out of date podcast of the Toonami Squad Sessions. I am your host, Sam, or SZ Universe, and alongside me, I have Sam too.
Man, you're really trying to take my job, aren't you?
Yes. And I have Logan.
Yo.
I have Steve.
You're
And we have a special guest today. Please introduce yourself.
It's me, Sketch. I'm here again.
Awesome. Today, there's actually been a lot going on. We have a new show announced, we have a date for Toonami's next original, and we have some returning shows coming in the near future. But I think we'll start off today's show with shows that we have been watching. I haven't been watching a whole lot this winter season since there's not really a ton that caught my eye personally. But I have checked out a few shows. I completed Cat's Eye because the second half of the series, for some reason, came out at the end of December and started to go all through January. I don't know why they did that. Fun show. I really enjoyed my time watching that. I have been checking out season 2 of Fallout. I still need to check out the season finale, which should be up on Prime Video.
Me too.
Same.
Yeah, I love it. Season 2, I don't think is necessarily as strong as season 1, in my opinion. But it's still a very good season of television. If you're a fan of the games or you just like the first season, season 2 is still more or less the same thing. I also decided to binge through Freerun. I still have one more episode left of season 1, and after that I'm going to go to season 2 when the dub airs, because that's how I watched the show. Really fun fantasy series. Really like that show. Sketch, you and I, we checked out season 2 of ReZero, or what I haven't seen. I think you've seen it already.
Yeah, I've seen it all.
Okay. And then the last show is a more recent show. It's called The Darwin Incident, which is on Prime Video.
Monkey.
Yeah, Monkey. Just Monkey, the show. It's actually a very good show. Deals with like human nature and evolution and all that stuff. It's a very, very weird concept for a show, but it's also very good too. All right. So I guess up next, Sam too. What have you been watching?
Lately, I been watching crap. I just had it and then it like escaped my mind. I'm on and off with this show. Like sometimes I'll watch a few episodes and then I forget it for a few weeks and then I'm back on it. Been watching Kaguya-sama Love is War. I know that's like a very popular like romance show. I haven't seen it for the longest time, but I decided to check it out just because, I mean, I think it's already almost finished. Look at what they had, like that OVA, and they're having like a finale movie or something. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll check it out now. I'm like in the season 2. It's really entertaining as all hell, especially in the dub, because Jesus Christ, some of these actors are insane in the dub. Leave it to Aaron Dismuke, for some reason carrying like the MVP of a bunch of romance comedy shows. Aside from that, I want to say, yeah, Fallout, like the season 2. I've been having a fun time with Fallout. Aside from that, I guess just onto the simulcast. The My Hero Academia Vigilante season 2 is out. I like it a lot. I just have a complaint, which I won't get too deep into for those who haven't seen, but it does something that I strongly feel the main My Hero Academia show needed. And I'm just kind of annoyed that they put that in a spinoff instead of the main series, when I feel the main series should have had this. Yeah. Also been checking out the Darwin Incident, as the other Sam has. Really, I was kind of put off by the first episode, but it really picked up after that. And I also just find it odd, but also on brand, that all this takes place in the United States of America.
Oh yeah,
Missouri.
Missouri. And then also, like, because January is stacked with sequels. First off, Oshinoko Season 3. They're back, and I'm scared as all hell. I love this show a lot, but I'm deeply deeply scared at the same time. And then my baby, the show I get made fun of for every freaking day of my life, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, aka the Colon Games. Yuji, my boy, is back once again, and he's suffering, which is how it goes. Really, really, really great arc, and I'm very scared also. But yeah. And then Fire Force Season 3 Part 2, great time. Frieren Season 2, also great time. I'm kind of annoyed that it's only 10 episodes. And then Trigun Stargaze, really interesting. And like it's clear that they're trying to retread but also do things different from the original Trigun. Like it's clear that they're trying to somewhat follow the story beats of the original but still do its own direction. So I'm very curious to see where it goes. Another popular simulcast, Sentenced to Be a Hero. It's a pure fantasy show, kind of like Frieren, and it's really interesting. And it's already doing a huge a great job on its world building. It is really interesting. Like only 4 episodes in, and I'm already like, bro, what the hell? And the last one I'll leave at Hell's Paradise Season 2. I actually really enjoy Hell's Paradise. Like it, honestly, I probably should have rewatched Season 1 because it's been God knows how long, so I was having trouble trying to remember. But yeah, like I'm like excited for I love Hell's Paradise, and the second season is great. And one more thing I will mention, because we're going to talk about this later, but Blue Exorcist Season 4 recently wrapped, or Season 4 Part 1, I guess, recently wrapped up, and I could wait for Toonami, but I'm impatient, so I've been watching the Blue Knight saga. I'm like halfway into it, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, then, Steve, what have you been watching?
All right, so I'll go down the. Well, you guys are familiar with Sketch, you're not, but I do like a tier list every single season of what I'm liking in my iPhone notes. So I'll go down. So first, I have my anime of the season contenders, which is Frieren Beyond Journey's End Season 2, Fire Force 3 Part 2. Next is also an anime of the season contender, still not coming to Toonami, Jujutsu Kaisen Culling Games. So next I have the really good. Next I have the really good category, which I have True Eternity Season 3, Oshinoko Season 3, and Trigun Stargaze. In my good category, sorry.
I was just saying I forgot about True Eternity. Yeah, that too.
All right. Well, that's funny enough, right now it's actually going to be off for a few weeks due to the Winter Olympics. But anyway,
great, the PTSD flooding in again.
Anyway, the good category I have My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Hell's Paradise, Sentenced to Be a Hero, and the Darwin Incident, and finally Blue Exorcist, but with smartphones, Dead Account. That's not a joke.
Okay then.
The dub better have Bryce Papenbrook in it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would laugh so hard. I mean, in the Japanese,
it's either Bryce Papenbrook or Johnny Young Bosch. Either one.
I mean, in the Japanese language version, they did get Bakugo's voice actor. He's the main character of the show.
What's this show actually?
Dead Account. I kid you not. It's pretty much just Blue Exorcist, but with smartphones. That's not even a joke.
Okay then. Well, is that everything, Steve?
Yep, that's everything.
Original.
All right, Logan, what have you been checking out?
As usual, most of the stuff that I've been watching regularly, I can't talk about yet. Hopefully, at some point, we're actually going to have another announcement stream for all the shit that I've been working on. Stuff that I have been watching, I did just get the new Pat Labor, the movie 4K from Japan. I was actually looking at that like an hour ago. It looks really, really nice. Can't wait for the second one. They also just announced the third movie on 4K. Kind of don't care because the third movie's not very good. Rewatched the first 4 episodes of G-Quux because I got the Blu-ray from Japan for that too.
G-Cucks.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me how much that cost because it cost way too much for 4 episodes. But that's Japanese Blu-ray prices for you. I'm almost done with my rewatch of Dragon Ball Super, which is conveniently timed. Well, convenient enough considering the wait, but that's neither here nor there. Only other thing I've been watching is the new Star Trek Starfleet Academy series. That's been actually really good so far. There's a new episode on tonight, but since I have to go pick somebody up from the airport, I don't get to watch it tonight, so that's gonna suck. But yeah, that's basically about it. Can't think of anything else. Fallout's on my to-watch list now that the season's over. I was going to watch it weekly and then just was too busy, so now that it's over, I'm going to probably watch it this weekend. So looking forward to that.
So real quick, I forgot to mention, I also saw All You Need Is Kill, aka Tom Cruise's Edge of Tomorrow, aka the source of that. Really good. Really good. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
The source of that is not entirely accurate. It's more like a reinterpretation of the source. The new animated film, I mean.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new one. I've only seen the Tom Cruise one, but I will check that out whenever it comes to streaming or on Blu-ray. But Sketch, what have you been checking out?
Lots of shows and lots of movies. So, lightning round. Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. Awesome show. Very entertaining. If you like Kamen Rider, or even if you don't, check it out. It's also like, man has midlife crisis and becomes a Kamen Rider. Good stuff. Particularly sort of relevant to Toonami stuff, I have been watching Yoroi Shinden Samurai Troopers, which they are not dubbing, and it makes me mad. But it is interesting so far. It's definitely quite a bit different from the original, though I don't remember that much from it. But the broad strokes are largely the same. Teenage heroes fight bad guys. Everybody's got really cool armor, but this time the big bad, the red samurai trooper is actually the son of the Demon King. So that's an interesting choice. And also, the demons have been sealed away since the 80s, so their knowledge of pop culture is only from the 80s.
Excellent.
Sounds incredible.
And
actually.
they break out into 80s songs, I guess.
Wow.
I'm not familiar with any of the music, but it's pretty rad.
They better play Rick Astley.
It's all Japanese pop. But,
I know.
So I'm also watching Sentence to Be Hero, and it's really good.
I know.
It's pretty rad. I love when there's just a strict fantasy, and it does have some isekai type element to it, because when you're sentenced to be a hero, you just keep reincarnating. But yeah, but like, what a terrible punishment, man. You can't
Honestly,
ever really
God.
die.
On God.
You're just forced to live forever.
You're forced to live forever and for everybody to hate you.
Yeah. We just
like-
saved your asses. Well, fuck you. That's my response.
Yeah, it's like Shield Hero without the gross stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I have been watching One Punch Man Season 3 with my buddy.
I'm so sorry.
Soul.
It is watchable. I'm not going to say it's great, but it's watchable, and I've been entertained. There's definitely rough moments, so it's really unfortunate that, I didn't think it could get worse in Season 2.
And I thought Season 2 was fine.
In some ways, I think Season 3 is actually looks better than season 2, but I think that's
If
more
you take a still image.
Yeah, if you take a still image. I didn't like the character designs in season 2 mostly, but the animation's probably on a bit better overall. In preparation to see the movie, I sped through the second season of Zombieland Saga, which I had been sitting on for like 4 years. Great show. Wonderful show. Stakes get ridiculously high for a show. Well, I mean, it's a show about girls that are zombies that are singing in an idol group. So that's already pretty weird, but like act of God stuff happens in this. And then in the movie, there's aliens, because why not? It's zombies versus aliens. It's monsters versus aliens. Let's go. I've watched this interesting show on Crunchyroll called Let's Play. It's about
I saw
a
that
game developer and her like relationship stuff. She has a lot of anxiety. Like everybody in this show has some kind of hang up.
trauma.
And it does explore these various traumas quite respectfully, I must say.
Yeah.
It's a really good show. I recommend checking it out, especially if you have like an interest in game development, because there's a lot of that.
Yeah, a lot of game references too. Like literally, like the number of times you point at the screen, like I got that.
Most of that's just in the opening sequence, but the opening sequence is just chock full of that stuff. It's amazing.
Also, I would just say check it out if you yourself have experienced, any sort of issues, just like the characters in the show has.
Yeah, it's got a trauma for everyone, I think. more or less. Duelist and I decided to get back to watching Lupin the Third Part 1, and watching that dub is certainly an experience.
It's a hell of a show, and it's just wow. People who are used to Lupin Part 2 or Part 4 or Part 5 or even Part 6, you're not really prepared for what Part 1 is like.
No, and I also wasn't prepared for Lupin the Third: The Immortal Bloodline. That was a weird Lupin movie.
Have you seen any of the other Koike movies?
Yeah, I've seen some of the other Koike movies.
Okay, yeah, well, like I haven't seen the new one, but yeah, like that whole series is weird, but I've heard that the new one is like way weirder.
It's super duper weird. I can hardly even describe it, but it doesn't involve a character who's basically immortal. He's not, there's a way to kill him eventually, but it proves to be quite the task. And they're all just kind of trapped on an island with this immortal being, and like they have a time limit because the gas in the air is gonna kill them in due time. So pretty intense. And of course Pops is there, because of course. Of course Pops is there. So, and if you've watched all the other Koike movies, there's a lot of characters that come back. So yeah. And I also saw All You Need Is Kill. And compared to the source material, it takes 2 character names and the general premise. And basically nothing else, but it's really good. It was a fantastic movie. I highly recommend it.
Would you say like the Tom Cruise one is more accurate to the source material, or no?
Yes, actually. It is marginally more accurate.
You see, I had no idea for the longest time that the Tom Cruise one was even a loose adaptation of a Japanese manga, and well, now I'm just learning that anime film wasn't actually an accurate of that manga. So now that tells me I gotta read that manga.
Yeah, you should read the manga. It's good. It's also drawn by the Death Note guy.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right, is that everything, Sketch?
A few more.
Okay.
Caught up. I haven't actually started the second half yet, but Duelist and I caught up on Sakamoto Days, watched the first 11 episodes. And we got a little caught up on Ranma. Also very good. And I watched all of the second season of Tales of the TMNT, which was okay. Not the best Ninja Turtle show, but still very entertaining. But it's going to be the last season, so that's a bit of a downer. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, well, maybe that's for the best. Though the movies are still supposed to happen, so, and it's tied into the movies or not. The kind of the most annoying thing about it is that its continuity is kind of, they really lean into the Tales of the TMNT framework in that these are stories they're telling you, and they're not reliable narrators. So
That's an interesting idea.
It was an interesting idea. Another interesting idea is the recent Netflix movie Cosmic Princess Kaguya, which loosely adapts the idea of Princess Kaguya, but it revolves around a girl showing up in another girl's life, and in this modern time they have like a virtual world that they have like contacts that are gamer contacts, like a headset, but they're just contacts, which my eyes hurt already. And they go in this virtual world where there's like a quote-unquote AI running things, and they're trying to compete to become the most popular streamer so that they can perform with this AI who's everybody loves her. And it's a really cute, seriously Yuri movie. I mean, they never kiss, but it is very Yuri.
I have to check this out now.
Lewd hand holding. It's also gorgeous. It's just it's Studio Colorido. I think that's how you say it. Great animation. Wonderful movie. It deserved to be on a big screen. Doggone it, Netflix. Very annoying. And 2 live action movies I saw. Is This Thing On? Starring oh gosh, what's his name? Will Arnett. Will Arnett plays a guy who copes with his divorce by becoming, well, I won't say becoming a stand-up comedian, but doing stand-up comedy as like therapy. And it was really good. It goes interesting places. And Send Help, the new Sam Raimi movie, I just saw that. And it's so cathartic seeing somebody who's just a cog in the machine getting to basically give their boss the comeuppance they deserve for being an asshole. Because they're both trapped on a deserted island, and she's way more capable of handling the situation than him. Good movie. Dark movie. Twisted at times. And a happy ending, I'd say. pretty happy ending. Thus is the Sam Raimi way. There are a few jump scares. Thus is the Sam Raimi way. But it's not really a scary movie. It's just kind of it'll spook you every now and then. But really good. I recommend seeing it. That'll do it for me.
All right, I guess we'll move on to the current topics, which we have 2 topics, or we have a few topics to talk about, but the first is actually we got a show announcement towards the end of January, and this one came out of nowhere. We weren't really expecting 2 new shows to be joining, and let alone these 2 new shows. So joining the lineup is Blue Lock and Tokyo Revengers, both premiering on the same night. This Saturday. I have minimal experience with both of these series. I have heard of them, but I've never seen them, and I'm interested to check them out.
Yeah, I mean, like, the only thing Blue Lock that I known before this was when season 1 was out. That was the same time as the World Cup. And I guess Blue Lock was like the shot in the arm Japan needed at that time, because I don't watch a lot of sports, but I just, maybe Steve could explain this better, but I just remember around the time of Blue Lock season 1, the World Cup was happening at the same time, and Japan just went insane like I weren't they like one of the top. I know that I don't know what happened, but I just remember everyone was losing their minds at how Japan was performing during the cup, and I think even the mangaka for Blue Lock had to write a quick illustration because it's just like, damn, Blue Lock really came out the perfect time, didn't it? And then season 2 being a PNG.
Yep.
But yeah, and Tokyo Avengers though. Now I have not seen it. I actually don't know a whole lot about it. The only things that I know was that I'm a huge fan of the show Windbreaker, and apparently Tokyo Avengers was the inspiration for that, and that's kind of interesting. And the only other thing I know about it is that my king, my boy, Yuji Itadori, Adam MacArthur is in it, and this finally means that Adam MacArthur is on Toonami because I wanted a show with him in it to air on the block. It wasn't even just Jujutsu Kaisen. I just wanted a show with Adam MacArthur to air on Toonami, and the only thing we've gotten was that he's in My Hero Academia as like one of the Liberation guys, but he's just a side character there. I was like, I want a show with Adam on Toonami. It doesn't even have to be Jujutsu Kaisen. I just want a show with Adam on Toonami, and I know he plays one of the main characters in Tokyo Avengers, so I'm just like, finally he's on Toonami. I can die happy now. Well, not completely because but I was just like, awesome. And that's all I got because I don't know much about these shows.
Yeah, I feel like for at least a good chunk. Well, Sketch, you've probably seen both of these shows, but I just don't really have that much knowledge about them. So I will hand that off to Steve because he probably knows more about both of these shows than any of us here.
All right. I have seen both, but yeah, Sam was talking about the World Cup in 22. I will shut up on that as the sports nerd in here. So I remember during Blue Lock came out season 1, what we're getting, fall 2022, which if you remember that year, that was the exact time as the Qatar 2022 World Cup. And let's just say Japan didn't have the best draw. They were in a group with Spain, Costa Rica, and Germany. It was essentially the group of death. They were pretty much favored to not get out of the group at all. So in a way, it was Blue Lock kind of struck gold because Japan ended up winning the group. They beat Costa Rica, they beat Spain, they beat Germany. I remember these games. Heck, I still remember one play that, what's it called? The ball didn't cross the line entirely and somehow ended up and that ended up being a game-winning assist against I think it was Spain, I believe. But during that time, TikTok was going absolutely insane with just Japan edits during the World Cup, and the inspiration for these edits was Blue Lock. All these edits you heard was just quotes from Blue Lock, music from Blue Lock, and it was vice versa because they had this one Brazilian funk song that these Blue Lock edits were having as well, and they were using it for both Japan edits and Blue Lock edits. It was honestly just insane, perfect timing. And as a matter of fact, hold on, let me turn my camera on real quickly. I'm currently wearing the shirt from that World Cup. But yeah, the reason why I'm wearing the shirt is because when Japan released this shirt, they did a collab with 2 manga. They did it with Giant Killing and Blue Lock. So they used both manga for their revealing of the jersey that they would wear in that World Cup, which is the one I am currently wearing right now. Hold on. But yeah, Blue Lock is essentially, you think sports anime ever. It's more shonen than sports, I want to say. It's pretty much because you know your sports animes. It's it's the winning for my senpais, or gotta win for my seniors, power of friendship. Am I right? You all seen sports anime before. That's normally how it goes.
Yep.
Blue Lock said, no, fuck that, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool, and fuck you, I'm out. I'm winning this shit. It's like, the bigger the ego, the better you do in the program. And pretty much, like the whole program is designed to find, like, a striker, because Japan's not doing well in the World Cup. So they're like, what if we get an elite striker? So they hire this wild guy, and pretty much his job is to find like a diamond in the rough, per se. So I think you guys are gonna love it. I'm really excited. As for Tokyo Revengers, yes,
just for like a quick one, because I saw the trailer that Toonami posted, and the way that it kind of they're trying to explain it is that, okay, this kind of gives me like erased vibes, kind of.
Yes, I was actually gonna mention that. Tokyo Revengers, as Sam mentioned, it's you know, what's it called? Windbreaker. It's pretty much Windbreaker meets Erased. It's essentially what it is. It's except Windbreaker was inspired by Tokyo Revengers. It's a delinquent anime, but it has elements of the show Erased.
Boys, gang, boys fighting each other. All
The
that.
manga of Tokyo Revengers might actually predate Erased.
Really?
I'm not entirely sure. But...
Yeah, that I actually would not know that. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's a great addition to the block. I did not see it coming whatsoever. I thought it was behind Crunchyroll and Disney Jail.
You know, I'm very curious to see if we would get those next season.
I will say, when it comes to these two shows, I think Tokyo Revengers is the best show. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your reactions for Tokyo Revengers. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got with Tokyo Revengers. And yes, I very much rambled with Blue Lock. But hey, someone had to tell the story of the World Cup.
Yeah, I think this was a pretty big announcement for Toonami. Like, this is probably one of their bigger announcements that they've had in quite a while, I would say. I think for last year they had Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War. That was a pretty big deal for the block at the time. But getting like these two shows, and yes, they're old series and all that stuff, but I feel like it's a really big step for them to say, hey, we're still here, we're still grabbing these pretty big shows. Maybe they're not premieres like they used to be, but they're still grabbing these pretty big titles, and that's pretty reassuring that they're still going to support the block moving forward.
I think just what's the most surprising about this is that these are shows by Crunchyroll, which you all have seen in recent times how that's been. So I was just like, how on earth were they able to get Crunchyroll shows? And I'm already assuming not by Crunchyroll, because they're
Sketch, you had a theory that it's Kodansha licenses, that they went directly to Japan and made those deals with them.
Yeah, I think they probably got them through Kodansha. I'm not sure if they went to Kodansha or Kodansha was like, hey, we got these shows that Crunchyroll's not really doing anything with. How about you play them?
Well, the thing with that too is we're seeing it more and more, because Toei's been doing it for a while, obviously, with One Piece and with Daima, and now we're starting to see other labels. We saw it with Don. The thing is, like, these Japanese studios are starting to get fed up with the loss of revenue that they're not seeing from these alternate paths. It's they're getting frustrated by not getting Blu-ray releases of stuff, which, home video, TV deals, they're not a big amount of revenue compared to streaming. But at the end of the day, that was all money that they were making, and Crunchyroll sitting on all these rights doesn't make those companies, any extra revenue is better than nothing. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing, is these companies are starting to get sick and tired of not seeing those returns. And so a lot of them are starting to go, okay, fine, we'll give you full exclusivity for 2 years, 3 years, sometimes even 5 years. After that, if you're not doing these other things, you're relinquishing those rights so we can give them to somebody else. And and that's the thing, is these companies are starting to do that, and it's good for the industry because it's good for it's good for the viewers. I mean, because that's the problem is how many shows are we all constantly looking at, and it's stuck in Crunchyroll jail, it's stuck on Disney Plus, it's stuck on Amazon, and it's not getting any kind of home video release, or it's like I want to own these shows, but how? I can't buy them.
Yep.
I know, like, fans of Tokyo Avengers were getting frustrated because, first season was Crunchyroll and then Hulu took the rest. And, like, I just remember they released those 2 seasons poorly. And then I just remember season 3, they didn't even have it dubbed for, like, the longest time. Like, I don't know how long. But it eventually did get dubbed, but I'm pretty sure it was, like, months after season 3 wrapped up. And not to mention, and yet again, any Hulu anime pretty much has like next to no marketing, like, so like I just remember the fans of Tokyo Revengers were getting frustrated at the lack of acknowledgement and marketing on Hulu, and B, like, they didn't even dub season 3 for like the longest time. Like, I know they eventually did do it, like I remember seeing they did it, but that literally was like months later.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future if they get seasons 2 and 3 for Tokyo Revengers, and obviously season 2 of Blue Lock after they're done with season 1.
PNG lock. PNG lock.
I mean,
we gotta get One Punch Man season 3 and Blue Lock season 2 at the same time.
Yes,
Oh my god.
And rerun Uzumaki.
We need the PNG lock One Frame Man Power Hour.
Let's do it.
Put it right next to Dawn to Dawn season 2 and Rooster Fighter. So you got the cock and balls hour with the PowerPoint hour.
Yeah. Well, season 1's gonna last 6 months, so we're talking like July.
Yeah,
and I think that's that in and of itself is probably a good thing, for
It's
both
a very
the
good
shows.
thing.
It goes back to what Sam 1 was saying is, it's nice to see that the block is standing up and saying we're still here. And the thing is, grabbing 2 shows that are going to be on for 24, 26 weeks, whatever. I mean, close enough. We're talking 6 months. Like, that's covering half the year.
We haven't been stable. We haven't been stable in a while. Well, I say that, but Dawn to Dawn.
I mean,
like
last
were
year we
stable with
had
Dawn to Dawn.
Like last year we had Bleach and Blue Exorcist holding the fort down for a while, but like the beginning of 2025, it was just barren, very barren until Lazarus premiered. I mean, they had common side effects and reruns of Fooly Cooly Grunge and Shoegaze, but those aren't like, I loved common side effects, but those were like very much, they had to make do with what they had, right? And it's great that right now they're saying, hey, well, they had that speech at the beginning of the year, basically saying
that speech wasn't bullshit.
It was not bullshit. It was basically them saying, look, things are going to take time, but please be patient.
I'm just happy they did a
deals.
I'm just happy they did a speech for like the first time in years. Like, we legit thought that speeches were done, but no, we still get one from time to time.
From time to time when they have something to say.
Mm.
So I haven't actually seen very much of either of these shows. I've seen like 3 episodes of each, and I liked what I saw. So I'm very excited to be watching these on Toonami, though I probably won't stay up to watch them and just DVR them for tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they have like a VOD on Adult Swim's website too. That'll be very interesting.
Yeah, they might not.
Yeah, they might not. It might be the same thing with Bleach. It's like, we only got the
starting to do that.
Video on demand rights for cable, but not on the website.
Yeah, we'll see. But Blue Lock is not your typical shonen sports anime by any stretch, and that definitely sets it apart. It does kind of seem kind of counterintuitive to what is typical of sports anime, but it kind of works. But like what I saw of this show, these teenage players are crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are insane. Both in skill and in just like what is going on in their brains. It's scary. So it's definitely an entertaining watch. And Tokyo Revengers is a cool concept. And Well, I hope that people give it a shot. I think it's a really neat concept. Every time they mention the handshake thing, I was like, dang, makes me want link click on Toonami.
Please,
Let's make a deal with Billy.
Tubi Hero X on Toonami, please.
Make a deal with Billy. Make it happen.
You know, I just wanted to say, because your theory is maybe they went with Kodansha directly, and I'm just like, if Kodansha's doing these deals, does that mean Gachi Akuta has a chance?
Oh my god, please.
It might. I'm not gonna rule it out.
I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again. Gachi Akuta is the most Toonami-coded show I have seen in quite some time.
It's just that I made like fake like pretend Toonami bumpers of the show, because I had all the assumptions that it was never going to happen because Crunchyroll, and then the Blue Lock announcement hit, and I was like, well,
Somebody
now
actually
this
made
the
fake
chances
Blue
more than
Lock
zero.
ones.
Yeah, is ironic. Is like all these dreams are coming true. Same happened with Licorice Recoil.
No, it's not with Jujutsu Kaisen. Sorry, Sam.
Not until Toho wakes up and starts playing
Yeah.
ball.
I wish Toho would wake up, and not even just JJK.
I mean, if
but,
Toho
like,
was going
My
to take
Hero and
control,
all
they're
that.
probably going to go for My Hero first.
Please,
Yeah.
please, I would
Yeah.
love to see that finish on the block.
To that I say, now I'm not going to rule out entirely the very slim possibility that Crunchyroll was willing to do business here, but like it's just too much of a coincidence that they're both Kodansha shows. They're both like 4 years old at this point, and I don't know if season 2 of Tokyo Revengers pops up, then we know for sure it wasn't through Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think we've talked about all that we could with that, so moving on. This is actually some breaking news for today, because I was not expecting anything today. But
Hooray, we're not outdated.
yet.
Yet.
Always have to put the yet there. Today, Adult Swim and Viz Media announced that Rooster Fighter, the new Toonami original, will be premiering on the block Saturday, March 14th at midnight.
March 14th.
Yes, that's a
No.
very... They said spring 2026, which made us think like, oh, it's going to be similar to what happened with Lazarus. It's like, oh, Lazarus premiered in April, so they just have a bunch of shows running for right now until April. Then we get Rooster Fighter, and then whatever comes after that. But no, Rooster Fighter is premiering in mid-March.
Just in time for Toonami's anniversary.
So
Yeah.
so here's the real question.
Yeah.
How many ads are they gonna use this phrase "spring chicken" when they start running commercials for the premiere?
Now, do you think they're gonna say like the word cock like on the TV ads, or can they not?
God, I hope so.
If they don't, they're cowards.
Yes.
I mean, context is key. They could always just use the word cock because they're
Technically-
referencing roosters.
They can
Because
technically
that's another word
say
for
it.
rooster.
They can technically say it if they're,
They can say cock
You
in
know-
the
talking
walk.
about roosters. Technically, they can.
Yeah, I just want to say how funny this was, because this morning I was just like in the mood, because I was watching like a few like Smiling Friends clips, and this morning I was just like trying to find this one clip, and I literally went to Adult Swim's YouTube because it's like I know they uploaded this clip once, so I go to their YouTube and then I'm going to their playlist section because I'm trying to find the Smiling Friends playlist. First playlist I see was Rooster Fighter March 14th, and I'm like, hold on, what? I was like, wait a second, it said updated today, and I was like, is this right? And I go on Twitter, I go on like the accounts just to be safe if I didn't miss anything. They didn't post anything, so I was just like, oh my god, guys, I think they just leaked the trailer. And then like an hour later they announced it, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, it was just planned for today, but I'm still just amazed. It was like I saw it first, it was right there. But yeah,
They showed off a little clip of what was on their YouTube page, which looks pretty promising. I haven't seen the first episode, so I'm really looking forward to this. I have been checking out the manga ever since Toonami announced it or Adult Swim really announced it in 2024, and it is a really good manga.
I have the first volume that I still have yet to read, like a physical copy, because I got it at Anime Expo.
Yeah,
to read it.
I'm caught up to where they're currently at in the series. But I look forward to the anime adaptation, and just by judging by that small 1-minute clip, it actually looks very, very good. I was kind of concerned a bit with like how the CGI would look and everything, but it looks really, really good, very stylized, and also just really well animated.
And I also just want to say I am very happy that we have an original and it's not dubbed by Sentai.
I mean, you got Lucy
God.
Christian, so it's almost.
Oh, yet again, my tradition, like my stance on, I swear to God, she's carrying all these originals again. Well, I mean, I don't think she's gonna carry this one, but I literally said in the other podcast, it's like I feel like she must have some sort of contractual obligation to appear in all these originals because she's in every single one of them, even Rick and Morty.
Oh God.
But not Uzumaki.
No,
I right now.
This is the first Los Angeles dub that she's.
I was
surprised.
Yeah, it's at
I was
Studiopolis,
surprised.
too. So
I was surprised to see that because I was like Studiopolis and like, wait a sec, Lucy Christian's here too. I thought she was Texas based.
I don't know. Maybe Patrick Seitz was like, you know who we should get for this? My girl Lucy Christian.
I just find it funny that both English and Japanese, the main character is voiced by someone from JoJo, because Patrick Seitz, aka Dio, and in the Japanese, I don't know his name, but he played Muhammad Avdol in Stardust Crusaders. So it's just like you got JoJo representatives playing Keisuke. But I will say too that because Logan and I did check out the panel at Anime Expo, we got a preview. I want to say like the first half of the first episode. Really interesting. The clip that they uploaded today, we didn't see that. I think that was after, because like they only showed the first half of the episode, so I'm assuming that clip they uploaded today was probably from the second half. But I was just fascinated with what we saw, and like the animation, like his CG anime is such a fickle thing, because it's like on one hand you could have something that looks amazing like Trigun, for example, Stampede and Stargaze, but then on the other half you could have Furikuri Grunge, and yeah, I was or Black Lotus. I guess that's a better.
well, I mean,
example.
From an animation and art standpoint, Black Lotus was fine. It's just that it wasn't really a really good story.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, so far from what we've seen, I was like, okay, I don't hate this. Like, this looks good. Now, even though we had Lazarus and it was a good time, I'm still gonna keep my expectations in check for this, because I mean, like, yet again, Lazarus was good. It wasn't as bad as the last few, despite what Anime News Network says. But I'm just like still gonna keep my expectations in check for Richard Friday, because I mean, it could be a great show. Like, I'm not gonna doubt it. I mean, even Sam's read the manga, but you just never know. So it's like I'm just gonna, not be fooled again. But yeah.
Sorry.
That's all I got.
So yeah, like it premieres March 14th. Does anybody else have any like thoughts on Rooster Fighter's premiere?
Not really.
Just I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I haven't really had time to actually like dive into it or even check out the trailer, because life update, I was in the ER today. A fun time.
Yeah, that's
glad to know you're feeling better.
Appreciate it. Yes, I put out the post on our socials while in the ER.
That's dedication.
Crap! I just had something else I was going to say about Rooster Fighter, and it left my train of thought.
Quit cocking it up, Sam.
Oh man!
I just want to say, rejected caption idea, cocks out for Keisuke.
Oh,
I will note that. I will note that as an idea when it's time to write it.
All right. Yeah, so Rooster Fighter, it premieres Saturday, March 14th at midnight. I assume once we'll get a schedule update and Primal will just move down to 12:30 and Blue Lock and all those other shows just run as normal at their normal time slots. So
okay, so I just remembered what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say real quick that I'm also, because I decided to check comments for Rooster Fighter, because usually when a cool anime gets announced and then Adult Swim is attached to it, everyone runs in fear. So far, I have not seen that. Like, I have not seen a single person go, Adult Swim, I'm out of here. So that's very refreshing. But yeah.
yeah, all right. So we're moving on to the next one, and this is going to be very brief because both of these shows are probably, well, one of them is going to be Toonami bound, but the other one is not. But it's news stories, and I think it would be interesting to talk about, and, you know, we just like cartoons. So, announced during a panel, I believe, in Japan, Dragon
it was
Ball
a
Super.
whole event. It was
Yeah,
a whole Dragon Ball themed event where
So
they
yeah,
were going to announce the future of the franchise.
So yeah, so that was what was happening. They did a
Genki
live.
Damasuri. It was a whole freaking 24-hour live stream.
Yeah, it was like a live stream that they did, and basically they announced the next season of Dragon Ball Super, which is continuing onwards with what I believe the manga arc.
Yes, Galactic
Moro arc.
Patrol Prisoner, the Moro arc. Thank you, Sketch. As someone who's read it, I am very excited because it's insane. It's also the rare time to where Toriyama wasn't exactly the sole writer on. So, like, you know, you're gonna see.
I believe the manga was overseen by Toriyama, but
overseen. It's Toyotaro that writes it.
Yeah,
and draws it. And the thing is that with the Moro arc, this was actually something not completely written by Toriyama, but Toyotaro made the story with supervision and, like, you know, like by Toriyama, like pretty much approvals and all that. So, like, Toriyama didn't write that story, Toyotaro did, but he was getting, you know, supervision by Toriyama with that, which I find very fascinating. And you can tell that, you know, it's not 100% Toriyama, because that arc does some interesting stuff. Like, I like it a lot. I gotta read it again, but it is fascinating and I am so ready. And I'm also hoping that if they're gonna adapt the other two manga exclusive arcs, the Granola arc, and, well, this isn't manga exclusive, but after that they would do a reinterpretation of Superhero, and I really hope they do that too, just because technically we got the movie, but they did a special prologue of Superhero in there where Trunks is literally trying to be Spider-Man. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, he is a high school student trying to play superhero, and it is the funniest thing to see. It is so fucking funny to see, because him and Goten literally try to be superheroes, and then eventually Mai goes to school, and it is so funny that this is a Spider-Man story set in the world of Dragon Ball. But I'm getting ahead of myself because we're way too far out.
I think the most funny thing about this whole event thing is that they also announced another remake of Battle of Gods, and that is hilarious. So we have the original movie, then the super adaptation of the movie, which was terrible. And then I think they're also going to do a Resurrection F. I don't think that's
they are.
They are, yeah.
But
so the thing
that's just funny.
So the thing is that, like, technically when this was in production, it was labeled Dragon Ball Super Kai, because it is so, like, you know, when One Piece decided to go back and retell the Fishman Island saga with better animation and better pacing, that's essentially what they're trying to do with Super on a bigger scale, because Super had some good moments, but let's be real, the first two arcs were not great. like both pacing and animation, especially Battle of Gods. Like episode 5 is like the most infamous thing. So their whole thing is that they're essentially trying to redo, like, so it's not a remake, they're remastering. It's like the One Piece Fishman Island stuff. They are remastering, but they're also adding stuff. So like, stuff that
Sounds a lot
the
more
original
like
show didn't have.
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Kinda, but like on a larger scale. So like
I hear they're completely redoing the really bad episode.
Yeah, they're supposed to be redoing some cuts, but yeah, like it's a mix. Because like if you look at the trailers that they released, there definitely is some new animation
comparison,
but there's stuff that it's like they're adding extra like digital effects and stuff over the top and stuff like that.
Like redraws too on some parts that look janky. So like the whole thing is that like they're cutting Battle of Gods down to 6 episodes and Resurrection F to 6 episodes. And at the moment they just said Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, but there's word that they could be doing the rest of Super, which I don't know about that.
What is the point? What is the point of doing that?
One thing that they did mention is that they're also potentially trying to have it more in line with the manga's version of events, which is very interesting. I mean, I don't know how much they're gonna do, but I've said this multiple times, but the Dragon Ball Super manga is a completely different beast than the anime, and I actually find it more interesting than the anime. Like seriously, like I like, if y'all ever have time, read the Dragon Ball Super manga. It's insane. But part of me feels that if they're doing this whole Galactic Patrol arc, which is one of the manga original arcs, part of me, like, I don't want to believe the rumors, but it's like if they're redoing Super, I'm wondering if they're trying to have it more in line with the manga, and then when they eventually, I don't know, finish the tournament, then that's when they kick off Galactic Patrol or whatever. But that's just my theories. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, we don't know. Well, we know that Dragon Ball Super's next arc will be in late 2027. The Battle of Gods or Dragon Ball Super Beerus or whatever is out sometime later this year.
Hooray, Dragon Ball Super is back. Now all those fans can shut up.
Yay.
Geekdom called it, guys.
If you don't like the 6-episode remakes, just give it another 5 or 6 years. I'm sure they'll remake it again, because they obviously are fans of Naughty Dog and remaking The Last of Us. So it's fine. Like they'll just remake Battle of Gods and Resurrection F for the 9th time or whatever.
It'll be like Skyrim, porting it to another platform.
Yeah, exactly.
So moving on to the next topic, which is like...
Wait, one more Dragon Ball related thing. They're losing Kai on Adult Swim, and they're swapping in Daima reruns.
Oh yeah,
5 a.m.
I did see that too.
That'll last all of 10 weeks.
That's not a bad show to run at like 5 a.m., I guess, but...
They should be running it at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Seems like a waste of the license.
Well,
they're still running it on Toonami.
Yeah. Do what you can with that license. I don't know. Maybe they just think 5 a.m. because it's also like they've aired shows like ship it in at like what, 3 or 4 a.m. Like
no, it was 5.
Okay, yeah, it was also 5 a.m.
It was 4.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's, I don't know. Adult Swim's weird sometimes.
I mean, like, they lost King of the Hill in Futurama, so that's why they're being creative with the schedule again.
Yep.
All right, so we're moving on to the next topic. This has nothing to do with Toonami, because I'm pretty sure this is never going to be on the block, but you never know. It is the upcoming Ghost in the Shell series by Science Saru, which, judging by the little teaser trailer that they put out just a few weeks ago, I think it was a few weeks ago or something like that, I am really looking forward to it. It looks like they're taking a lot of inspiration from the manga. I have no clue if it's following the manga. It'll be interesting to see how they adapt it if it is the manga.
There's definitely some content there that they're going to have to work their way around that's not exactly TV friendly.
Yeah, very much so.
pull a Ranma 2024. That's like that. That seems to work with a lot of shows.
There's a bunch of more
Yeah,
adult content.
Yeah.
a lot more than Ranma.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just put on High Dive then, or Ocean Vale, and we're good.
I tend to think that this is actually going to go to a major streamer. Cause
No,
I
know.
It's either Netflix or Amazon.
Yeah, because
I mean, there was a comment out of like the major anime distributor from Italy. I think it's Dyvex or Dynet. I always mix the two up. But they were asked about the license to the new series, and they said that they didn't say who, but they said global rights have already been assigned. And the thing is, Science Saru is owned by Toho. They bought them last year or 2 years ago. So the odds are pretty good that Toho's handling distribution, which
like
means
Don to
it's
Don.
probably going to follow.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to follow like Don to Don, things like that, most likely. Which means it's probably going to end up on Netflix, Amazon, somewhere there.
I mean, like
I would hope for that.
I'm not sure on that one because I think with Don to Don, it was more of a case of MBS Animation making all those deals with all those streamers. If it's already been decided for a platform that already has global rights to it, I think one of the major streamers already got their hands on it, and I tend to think Sketch is right. Like, it's probably a battle between Netflix and Amazon, because I don't see Disney throwing their hat in the ring for something like Ghost in the Shell.
They've gone after weirder things.
I guess.
Well,
I mean,
the thing to consider with Netflix too is, don't forget, they grabbed Standalone Complex 2045 and had that exclusively. So they obviously have an interest in the franchise. So them continuing that, because regardless of what people thought of 2045, good or bad, it did, as far as I understand it, it did pretty well for them. So I could easily see Netflix wanting to grab the next Ghost in the Shell thing.
Yeah, but I think they had like their Netflix Geeks thing not too long ago. I think maybe I'm remembering that, but I feel like they would have announced that. But maybe that ink hasn't been dried yet. But we'll know sooner because it's coming out in July. Which, wherever it goes, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna watch it. I'm a big Ghost in the Shell fan. I really love this franchise, so I really want to know how Science Saru is going to handle it, because for the longest time, it's only been Production IG has been like the main production studio behind Ghost in the Shell.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see there's like some early animatics and stuff at Anime Expo last summer, because I went to the panel they hosted, and that was where they announced the writer and a bunch of the staff behind it. And I mean, obviously, I saw the animatics and then saw the new trailer. It looks great. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing with it. Much as I love, especially the Standalone Complex cast, I do kind of hope that they take this chance to break free and just recast. Because if you're rebooting it, just let's do a clean slate. Like, I love the Standalone Complex cast. I'm friends with some of them. They're great, but if we're rebooting it, let's go whole hog.
I mean, they've done recast for Ghost in the Shell before. Arise had a different cast with Funimation being the licensor and distributor of that show.
True. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's it's looks great, so I'm excited for it, and we'll see where it ends up.
Yeah.
I have like the least amount to say on this because I haven't seen much Ghost in the Shell. Like, I would say that I saw the original movie, but that was with my brother, and I just don't remember a whole lot because it was years ago. And the only other thing I've seen was they reran Standalone Complex on Toonami in like 2017, but that was also at like 3 a.m. So I was
it was like 2018. I think they ran that.
Nah, it was 17 because I remember they had just escaped the planet, and they had I like my Toonami memory is great. I can't remember my social security number, but my memories of Toonami Or,
You
or
should
like,
probably remember your social
Fine.
security number.
I just remember that they had One Punch Man season 1 that got a rerun slot, but then it finished and they put Standalone Complex there.
Yeah,
But yeah.
because I think it was because they had a new HD version
Yeah.
ready, which the Blu-ray release here in the States got forked by Stars. Thank you for that.
I mean, like, one of these days, I mean, maybe before that new version drops, I'll take time to actually watch Ghost. I mean, I did that with Trigun, like, before Stargaze, I did take time to watch the original and then rewatch Stampede, and so I'll probably do that with Ghost in the Shell, because I literally have not seen anything Ghost in the Shell. Like, the only thing I've seen were a few episodes of Standalone Complex, but yet again, that was like at 3 a.m. So my mileage may vary on if I remember those.
All right, Steve, any thoughts?
I'm probably just gonna do the same thing as Sam. Probably just rewatch this Standalone Complex because, again, 3 a.m. And
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
yeah, and when I saw the original movie, I'll be real, I was recovering from surgery, so I don't remember what the hell happened. So
That's
I'll
actually
probably-
a very valid reason.
Yeah,
So that's
it
my
was
first
like-
reaction when I
it
saw
was-
that movie when I was a teenager. Like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, like on that movie, it was like I just had it was like I should put something on while recovering from surgery. This sounds cool, and I barely remember what happened. So yeah, I'll probably just rewatch it, and then of course watch this new Ghost in the Shell when it comes out.
Sketch, thoughts?
I'm very excited for this new interpretation or old interpretation of Ghost in the Shell. I'm curious to see if it's just the aesthetic or if they're really gonna make it follow the manga. That would be, I mean, considerably different than what we've gotten so far.
Yeah.
It would be freaking awesome if somehow, some way, Toonami actually landed this.
That would be
I'm-
nice, but I'm not expecting it.
Yeah, it's,
You can only hope that it goes the route of Dawn to Dawn, but that's so few and far.
True. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I didn't actually watch very much of the CGI one. I do feel like going back and actually giving that some time because I really enjoyed Standalone Complex.
I mean,
And
it's not as good as the two like traditional anime seasons, but I thought it was a pretty decent follow up. I mean, it was nice to have that version of the characters back for a little bit. The biggest thing for me was because there was a gap between the first and second season of 2045. The first season ends on like a really big cliffhanger, and it's kind of like Code Geass in that if you have the advantage of being able to just go into the second season, it's not going to have anywhere near the same impact that it did when you had to wait like a year for the follow up.
Yeah, and I just looked it up, and Sam 1 is correct. It was 2017.
Sam,
I was.
No, I think they like take a break and then play.
Yeah,
season
I think
2.
it was. Yeah, I think they took
Yeah,
a break
I
for a
remember
while,
they
and
took a
then
break.
they aired Standalone Complex Season 2 sometime later. Maybe it was in the same year. Maybe it was 2018 for that. I don't remember.
Actually, no, it was 2017 because I remember they brought it back on just as Countdown was happening. Told you, my Toonami memory is better than my own Social Security memory.
Yeah.
But what's
okay.
the security number on your credit card, Sam? That's what I really
Yeah,
need to know.
we need to know that. Right
420. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, second gig did start November 4th.
Just the week before Countdown.
now. That would be the
no,
week
wait, no,
of
it
Countdown.
was October 21st.
Oh, okay.
Right, it ended up replacing Attack on Titan.
Yeah, reruns of Attack on Titan, the latest season.
They still had Outlaw Star at that point.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right.
So, with the new shows, Blue Lock and Tokyo Adventures, we have two shows that have come to an end, and that is Blue Exorcist and Marshall. So we're going to be talking about first Blue Exorcist Beyond the Soul Saga. So
Yukio's
I-
downward spiral, right?
my personal experience, because I have no knowledge of the manga, I haven't read the manga to Blue Exorcist. So going through and watching this for the first time ever. Whew.
Yeah.
I'm sure your favorite season was Shimane,
yeah.
right?
Oh my god, Yukio, you are an asshole.
Oh
Fucking-
boy.
I don't know if that's because he's inherited the powers of Satan, but it's like, man, you're kind of a dick this season, and it just gets worse and worse.
I've been saying it, and I still stick by this. Bro really went on his Sasuke arc.
Yes, he did.
He just went whole Sasuke. Like,
He did.
it's literally. I was just like, okay, so like he has Satan powers. Like you saw that in season 2. And he didn't really put much thought into it, but then it's like they gave him ideas in season 3, and now he's immediately like entering his Sasuke arc in season 4. And I'm just like, dude, okay. But the thing was, is that I also said, it was like, I know Rin is not the brightest guy in the world, but it's like, dude, you have to notice something's wrong with your own brother, man. Like, come on, you can't be that dense. And he really
To be
was
fair,
that dense.
he did notice.
When it was too late.
Eh.
I will say, like, Ren has tried to connect with Yukio, but he kept pushing him away, and I'm like, dude, he's just trying to help you. And also, like, all of his friends were trying to help Yukio. It's like, man,
boy, that
Shiemi-
scene with Shiemi, God,
God,
damn.
I really just want to go through the screen and just smack Yukio right in the face for that. Like,
Yukio
what the hell?
really pissed me off this
I
season.
was almost
Really did.
I was almost getting Sword Art Online PTSD. Thank God it didn't go there. I was just like, what is he gonna do? Like, and then like not gonna lie, the second episode and the second to last episode needed some suicide warnings.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely, they needed it.
Because it
I'm
was
just
like,
kind of surprised they didn't do that. They're pretty good about like warning their viewers, hey, this episode has some explicit content in it. Please be warned that if you need help, please call this number here.
you know, and the thing was is that he put that gun to him, and I was like, brother. But at the same time, I already knew it was like, something's gonna happen. Obviously, like, you know, he's still gonna live. And well, what do you know? He still lived, and guess what? He got the
Satan barrier.
Mhm.
Which is kind of like, you know, I remember, Steve, you probably know this more, but I just remember like Silver a while back, when we just wrapped up season 1, he was like, you know, the anime original stuff season 1 sucked, but out of everything there was one thing they got right, and well, I guess the one thing they got right was Yukio like having Satan powers and also somewhat being possessed by Satan, because what is it? Satan's like in his eye or whatever, because it's like he can talk to him,
Yeah.
and it's just I'm like you know, I'm still wondering about that. I mean, like, not to go too deep, but when Toonami finished it, I just decided to watch the Blue Knight saga, because it's like, yeah, Toonami's probably gonna air it, but I don't really feel like waiting. So it was just like,
I'm a fool,
but
I'm just going to continue waiting for it because I don't particularly care.
I'm not gonna talk about it. So like, don't worry. But I was just like, God, like they really chose to end. Like, you know, it's so funny how like last podcast, Steve and them were literally saying, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're certain we're gonna get Blue Knight. Like, obviously, 'cause
Boy,
it's
me
like,
and Curl were wrong.
Wow.
Boy, me and Curl were wrong.
Yeah.
it's
Play
just funny.
the Price is Right losing horns right here.
I just find it funny that like when we were finishing season 1 into season 2, we were uncertain, and then we're like, okay, we got season 2. But then as we were wrapping up season 2, we were kind of uncertain we were getting season 3, and then we got season 3, and then I didn't even think about it, and they announced season 4, and I'm like, after they announced Beyond the Snow, I'm like, hey, I guess we got the rest of the show. Okay, we're good now. And then freaking stop.
Yeah.
Stop right
What
when they
a
get to the
place
last
to
one.
stop at,
Yeah,
man.
what a place to stop.
I know. Like
I
seen.
I tend to think like what happened is that they got a good package deal with Aniplex for Blue Exorcist up until the current arc. So It's basically.
But that's so weird because
Mhm.
Beyond the Snow and Blue Knight are both labeled season 4. It's
Yeah,
literally
but
just-
also like they could be broken up. They might have different contracts in place for different seasons. We don't know the fine details, right? This is all stuff that is business related stuff. But I tend to think, they got a package deal, rerun season 1, and then they have a show that'll basically last them an entire year. And it did. It lasted them for a year, basically. And, it's great. It's great that they had at least a continuous show that would be on the block and be a reliable anchor for a while. Kind of sucks that we aren't getting the last of the current arc, but oh well.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I've seen all of Blue Exorcist up to the point of where the anime is, and as soon as I found out that it wasn't going to continue, I'm like, oh, this is not going to end in a good place.
Oh, God, it did
Yeah,
not.
like the work, because as I mentioned, I've seen it as it was simulcasting when Blue Knight Saga immediately followed Beyond the Snow Saga during the simulcast. I just find it hilarious how we're not doing that.
Yeah. I feel like that's a lot of what season 4 was, or Beyond the Snow was, because when you see the original trailer that Toonami posted, you would think like, oh, it's a full-on Shura arc, but like, no, it's more of it's a Yukio arc. The whole thing focuses more on Yukio than it does Shura. Like, sure, it's part of that arc, but it's a minor part of that whole season.
Yeah, and Yukio, I'm gonna say crash out. It's been coming. Like the signs were there in season 2. Like it's been coming, and
he just was spiraling
up
downward.
more
He
and more as the
speed-ran.
seasons went on until he finally crashed out in this season.
And that last episode, god damn, I'm just like, I was already expecting Yukio to like up and leave, like, but then Rin died. Oh no, he's back. Just like he turned to stone. Like I don't know why I thought of Dr. Stone in that moment, and I was just like, he's alive and he's evil now. Like, what's going on?
Bro was literally fighting his own inner demons.
And then like all
And
of a
he
sudden,
was like, dude, put some pants on, God.
good grief, he's naked. And then just like everything's like just in chaos now, and he's just like, I need to find out how I was born, and then he just walks away, and that's how it ends. And I'm like, okay. It's like,
Man, I
all
like
right.
season, like went into places I was not expecting. Like season 3 was kind of weird. I guess we continue with the Capcom references because instead of Dead Rising with season 3, we got like Resident Evil. Like what the? These human experiments that are being made just to fight demons. Like what the? What?
You see, I would say it's both Resident Evil and Silent Hill, because you got Resident Evil with the bio experiments, but then you got Silent Hill with Yukio and his whole freaking mental breakdown. That's what I think, at least. I recently played Silent Hill 2.
I also beat Silent Hill 2. That's a good game. Very good game.
But, so I guess just because at the time of this, I have not seen Blue Exorcist. Like, it's funny you're here, Sketch, because like when I did that tier list, I was literally like, I have not seen Blue Exorcist. I was planning on it, and I'll get to it at some point. And then it's ironic that as I was finishing up that tier list, they go and announce Blue Exorcist coming back to the block, and I'm just like, hey, there's my excuse to see it. And it was just funny because like I was thinking of y'all's takes at the time, and I was like piecing it together. Like, it's funny, I remember you said, I thought the show was good, but then they got to Good Guy Satan and I dropped out. And now I see why. Like,
yeah, the back half of season 1 isn't that good.
I kind of feel like Good Guy Satan might have been better.
I don't want to say much because
But
I've
like
been
the whole
watching
thing with
Blue
the
Knight.
grandfather was stupid.
Oh yeah, that was dumb. That was really stupid.
I don't want to get too into it, but you might have a point there because I'm like halfway through Blue Knight, but I'm not going to get into that.
I am also
but yeah.
halfway through Blue Knight, and
Yeah.
No.
Please no
I'm
spoiler.
so excited to see your
I'm
reactions
not.
to Blue Knight Saga. I'm so excited to see your reactions.
I mean, I've been messaging you.
My
And I am loving
word.
it.
Blue Exorcist is just full of just awful backstories.
But yeah, let's not talk about it for Sam's sake.
I'm
but,
just like
I mean-
Shura's story is awful.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. It's like
Like
you
what?
have to stay young forever and look exactly the same.
Yeah, that's a very creepy backstory. Like,
so
what the-
creepy.
I
Yeah,
was
way
At the
too
end
creepy.
there, I was, I did feel some sympathy for the demon because, he just wanted to end his existence. He's so miserable.
It's like the muffin from the ASDF movies. I just want to die.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also, loved hearing Crispin Freeman. Fantastic performance.
yeah. I
It's also very amusing that it's Crispin Freeman opposite of Wendy Lee.
oh.
And Shura stepped up, dang man. When
Yeah.
Honestly.
she sliced through him to save the boys. That was so cool. She cut through her hair.
I just want to say that this was Sam's reward for putting up with the Izumo arc.
But Shiro was barely in the season, though.
Yeah, she had some good moments, but yeah, you. Oh, you
You
thought
really
this would be
think-
all about Shura?
No, in reality, it's about Yukio's mental breakdown, and god damn, does he have a breakdown. Oh god, I was just gonna say, I was liking him at first, then, he was going down, because he was just being stupid in Season 1, and then,
I don't think I ever liked Yukio.
well,
I tolerated Yukio, but by
I
the end
guess
of this
that's-
season,
that-
I'm like,
that,
fuck Yukio.
that's the
All
best-
my homies hate Yukio.
that's the best way
Raise
to
your
describe
hand
it.
against Shiemi, and you're done, son.
Yeah, well, no, fuck Shima, too, because
Oh yeah, fuck
he
Shima.
Oh,
still
Shima!
took-
Shima!
Mhm.
Oh, that dirty rat.
I'm just like, how can y'all still trust him? And like Bond says, it's like we don't trust him, but we only said that just to keep it,
Just to keep
you
him
know,
from
like,
getting killed.
yeah. And I was just like, okay, so these guys have a point, and yeah, freaking Shima's still. Shima is literally the definition of I'm playing both sides so that I always come out on top. Like
Yeah,
that's the
only
vibe
you're
I
playing-
get from him.
You're playing both sides, so you'll always lose.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Mephisto is doing that and coming out on top for some reason.
Mephisto's playing 4D chess.
Yeah.
I'm like Mephisto. Like out of all the
Who
characters,
shot Mephisto? Who shot him?
I have a good joke for that, but I cannot say that.
Yeah, we don't
On the
want to
podcast.
get
Yeah, I
flagged
don't
by
think you
YouTube.
can say it on
can't.
here.
I'll type it in the chat, but yeah. But pretty much like when I
Laser
was
Kid on Toonami Faithful has the theory that Mephisto's been doing time loops.
Mhm.
Didn't think about that.
So like the thing is that like yeah, this was the first time that I saw Blue Exorcist because I watched through season 1 on Toonami and then Kyoto and then Illuminati and now this. So like I will say that now that I have this show under my belt, I liked it at the start. Hated the anime original stuff with season 1. I was like,
Yeah, that was bad.
what
It
is
was bad.
going on?
It was real
I
bad.
was like, what is going on? When they aired season 2 and they were acting like themselves and we had good character moments, I'm like, okay, I like this. Oh my god, I missed this. I didn't feel this at all with the anime original stuff. And then season 3 was the second lowest point for me.
Yeah, I
But-
didn't
like-
the Illuminati arc for more reasons than one.
That
We're here to
Getaway
say-
guy was a real piece of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're here to save you, Izumo. No, I don't
All right,
need
peace.
help.
Peace. Later.
But you know what? Now she's nice with
I
everyone.
like
Yeah, that's
how
such
like
a
in
weird
this
character
season,
evolution. Like it
it's
just
just
came
like
out of like
she's
nowhere at that point.
I just gotta say the whole thing with Shiemi and relationships, because
I like
find
how
it-
she always says her full name.
I just
Yeah.
gotta say,
Shiemi Moriyama, pull yourself together.
I just gotta say, because they were teasing a relationship with her and Rin, and I was already like, this is not gonna happen. Like this is shonen. Like they're gonna stop this somehow. And I just find it so funny that the way they do it is because she's so socially awkward. So Izumo gave her manga, and she read a bunch of manga, and she notices that, hey, this is how they do it in manga. So I'm gonna do that. And I was like, that's the funniest way to do that. I need
Just
that
wait
that
for
I'm
me.
waiting trope. But overall, I will say, like,
Bro,
with season
like
4,
Ren, I feel for him because he's just like, I just want to be in a relationship with you, and Jim is like, I just want to be friends. Bro got friend zoned like multiple times in this series.
I'm just thinking back to that moment in season 2 where they wake up after the battle, and he thinks they're alone, and she's literally like holding his hand, and she's like, Rin, I will always be your friend. And he just immediately crashed out. And then it turns out everyone was in the room when that happens.
I love how everyone is the audience watching. Everyone wants them together.
But yeah, so like overall, I would say like there were some ups and downs with Blue Exorcist, but I will say I did enjoy this. If I was to give this a ranking on the tier list now, I'd put this in like B. Like that's how I feel about
I
it.
put it like B minus C territory for me.
Same.
Because it's like the anime only stuff in season 1 brought it down. Kyoto was good. Season 3 wasn't really that good. And then this season was actually very, very good. But man, it made me really hate a lot of the characters.
Yep. Boy, I really hope we get Blue Knight Saga eventually. I
imagine
hope
it will
we do.
come.
It's honestly my favorite season.
It'll come eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Probably whenever it's cheaper for them to acquire it.
Probably.
Logan, do you have any thoughts on Blue Exorcist?
I'm way behind on it, so I need to catch up at some point. But I mean, I'm looking forward to catching up on it. So,
All right.
and don't worry, I'm not one to be concerned about any particular spoilers because I forget half the spoilers I hear within like a day. So,
Fair.
All right. Well, I will let the rest of the panel talk about this next one. Marshall Season 2. It wrapped up just last week. And I'll let you guys go because for me, I watched up to episode 8 in 2024 or 2025, and I just had no interest of continuing onwards with it. So I'll just let you guys
You
continue.
missed the beach episode, dude.
Eh.
I will say,
It was barely a beach episode.
true. I will say this though, it was so nice to have Mashal after Blue Exorcist
A good
Yeah,
palate
like,
cleanser.
as
Again.
some type of comic relief.
I just
after
find it
witnessing
funny.
that.
I just find it funny that last year or 2024, in November 2024, we started with Blue Exorcist and Mashal, and then in November 2025, we start November with Blue Exorcist and Mashal.
Time. It's just a giant circle.
I mean, I really enjoy Mashal. Like it's kind of like. If you see, I have a hard time describing shows like these to where they're not the deepest, but they're like stupid fun in my opinion. I guess like it's how I feel with Dr. Stone, like comfort food. Like it is a great show and I like it, but it's like it's one of those I turn my brain off shows.
You turn your brain off of Dr. Stone?
No. Okay, no.
About to say,
Not
wait
with
a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay, not okay. I describe Mashal and Dr. Stone as comfort food shows. Specifically with Mashal, I turn my brain off, not with Dr. Stone. Because I mean, like, God.
Well,
like,
then you're in good company because Mash never turns his brain on.
literally, there are so many times where I'm watching the show and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? The biggest one that had made me like that was Cream Puff Party, Cream Puff Party, and I'm just
And
like,
he's
what is
frothing at the
this?
mouth.
And I'm
I
just
was
like,
waiting to see y'all reactions to that scene
I
so
was just
badly.
like, what is going on?
But what about when he became the Prince of Tennis? That was the funniest thing ever.
I'm gonna be real because I didn't know what he was doing at first, and he started stretching that wand, and I was just like, "Oh no, 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 no!" That just reminded me a little too much of Goatsy. And then he made the racket, and I was like, "What? What is going on?" I was just like, "What is going on?" I will say the fight with Margaret, I think it's their name.
Yeah, Margaret.
Yeah,
That was insane. I was not expecting
Yeah,
the
that was a
animation to
good
go as
fight.
hard as it did. And honestly, I was expecting Mark Wahlberg to die, and I'm glad to see he's alive. Probably powerless now, but at least he's alive. And yes, I know he's just called Wahlberg, but I just keep thinking of Mark Wahlberg.
I know, he's Marky Mark.
Yeah, just play good vibrations here.
Good vibrations!
I mean, like, it's really hard to describe just because I don't really have much to say with Masho, and that's not to say that it's bad. I like it. It's a good show. It's just like, yet again, it's like one of those to where I'm just gonna hurt my brain. I'm just gonna hurt my head if I try thinking too much about it. Like, how was he able to put up a fight with Innocent Zero when freaking Wahlberg couldn't? Well,
Don't question it.
Yeah, honestly,
He's just
I-
that strong.
I mean, like, poor Wahlberg too, because he was one of the few that was trying to fight for like rights. I guess when like everyone in that world just seems to hate
Black
no magic people. And then, you know what? I just reminded me. It looks like the last scene of the show where everyone's angry mob around Mashal, and Lemon steps up, and I'm like, oh my god, Lemon, look at you go. I was not expecting her to get loud, and then she's like, I am his wifey. I just
We're like a
look at that.
soulmate.
I just like how she says this constantly, that we're engaged and all that, and he doesn't even fight it.
The
He
crowd's
doesn't even
reaction is
deny-
like, isn't he a bit young to get married?
I just like how Mash doesn't even react to that. He just lets it, and I'm just like, you know what? Good. You know what? If they were to get married, good for them. Good for them. I just find it funny too that his dad, when they went to visit his dad, that like his dad's so shocked to see he has friends, and then Lemon goes up, is like, "We're gonna get married soon." He has a fiance, and yet again, he just doesn't deny
That
it.
game
I'm
of
like,
life that they played was so hardcore.
And it is slated to get a third season next year. And when it comes out, I'll watch it. I'm looking forward to it. But that's really all I have to say, because it's yet again, it's just a case of like, I like it. It's a good show. I enjoy it, but it's like, I need to turn my brain off when I watch it. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
I guess I'm going next. Yeah, it's fun. Like Sam 2 said, it's a fun show. You don't think about it too hard. I actually prefer season 2 over season 1. I think I said that when season 1 ended as well. But yeah, he's not wrong. He says you turn your brain off, but it's a fun show. MASH is pretty much just defying the laws of physics.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, like what? How do I escape this situation? I don't know. I'm just gonna make my wand into a tennis racket. No big deal. Like, how do I escape that? I'm just gonna punch this guy really, really, really hard, and somehow it always works. Like, you don't have to think much into it. MASH is just a fun show, and that's pretty much all. Really, that's all I gotta say about it, since I think Sam pretty much covered everything I wanted to say.
Mm.
All right.
Sketch.
Yeah. I do like Mashal as a palate cleanser because let's be real. Okay,
Yes.
so now we got Primal on here, and that is just bleak.
Yeah, we
super
got
bleak.
Primal. Yes.
Everybody's dying in Bleach, and then we got Yukio in his depression arc is like a little levity.
Yes, 3
Goes a long way.
brutal shows.
I mean, you got some One Piece after, but still.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You need
One Piece
it.
is One Piece.
You need some levity
Exactly.
after all of that.
Absolutely.
And Mash will definitely fit the bill for that. I feel like it's fine. It's it's a shonen trope speed run.
Exactly.
They do come up with some really clever forms of magic, some really clever special techniques, like that guy who can't feel pain. Like that was interesting, and how he can attack people from anywhere. And then of course all the music attacks that Margaret does, those are really cool. And like Wahlberg's magic's crazy. That is some OP stuff.
And yet he's still lost.
Lost somehow, somewhere.
I love how Wahlberg just shows up on the beach.
He's like, "What are you doing here? Aren't you sick?"
Hey, it's the beach. I want to be here too.
I mean, like, I'm glad he's alive because I
like,
was
why
Slaughtermelon was hilarious.
It's like, why are you at the beach? Why wouldn't I be at the beach?
It's a lovely day.
Exactly.
He's like coughing up blood.
Yeah.
And then they just realized that, like, because how is Mash going to proceed because he's failing academics.
That was just he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat them, and then I'm gonna graduate. And Lance is like, what about your test? Oh,
Studying.
I'm sorry, Finn. Studying's the one thing I can't do. No, that's not the Mash I know. The Mash I know doesn't even flinch at the most impossible opponent. You're right, Finn. I'm gonna study. And he squeaked by and is like, I did it. Easy peasy. And they're like, don't get cocky, punk. Dot being his agent was absolutely hilarious.
God. Matt is king of idiots.
It started out like real legit, and then he's like, I'll kill you. He flips off
like,
the crowd.
Was
like,
there anything else from Dot other than that?
Well, apparently he actually studies. I was admittedly a bit surprised.
When he said that, like, I'm a good student with my grades and all that, I was totally expecting him to like show his grades or whatever, and they were piss poor. Like, I was expecting that to happen. It was like, no, he's actually a good student. I'm like, oh, okay.
In that moment, Mash is like, oh no, even Dot's not bad. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, it's a fun show. Turn your brain off. But I will say, in comparison to One Punch Man, where Saitama is so powerful that they just keep him out of the story as long as possible because he'll take care of any problem immediately.
You see that at most with season 3. God damn.
Yeah, seriously. Well, big like that in season 2 also. Like, he's just doing that tournament because...
Yeah, but at least it cuts back to him occasionally. Season 3, there's just whole episodes without him. They gotta get him out.
He's barely even there. But in comparison, Mash is constantly in the fray, and I won't say he struggles, but they don't make it easy for him. So he's not too OP to the point that he never has a tough time. Which makes him at least a little bit more usable than Saitama, and I think that's to the show's benefit because it's pretty much always amusing whenever he's on screen. Yeah.
I also find it funny that they're like, you are the son of Innocent Zero. He has separated his body parts into 5 different people or whatever. I forgot the whole thing. So you are just a tool for his thing, and he's just like,
Wow.
Shut.
Wow, this is heavy. I gotta lay down for a bit.
Close out the
God,
with the
Mash's
blankie.
one-liners, the blank stares. Right, give me more of them. I love it.
Mashing the 1,000-yard stare. Cream
It's
puff.
It's literally the
Like no
Patrick.
thoughts, just cream puffs.
It's literally the Patrick meme of I'll have
No, that actually is Mash. You're not wrong.
It's definitely Mash.
uh
Yeah, it's fun. It's been fun to have it around.
Yeah,
Unlike
and-
Blue Exorcist, I mean, the next part's not out yet, so we can't be like, well, come on, Toonami. But so I wasn't that upset about Blue Exorcist leaving when it did, but now I am.
I'm
Yeah.
somewhat like out of curiosity and like we'll talk about this after the podcast. I won't say it now. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say I'm very happy that now we've had Jersey Club Creepy Nuts openings on Toonami. First being Don Da Don, then Mashal, although Mashal actually came first. I'm
Yeah.
very happy about that as the Jersey resident in the group.
Yeah.
All right. I think. Oh, sorry.
No. It's I'd say we're wrapped up here. It was
Yeah.
it was a fun time, but I'm looking forward to what we got coming. Blue Lock and Tokyo Revengers and but who
Rooster
knows?
Fighter.
Rooster Fighter, yeah, definitely Rooster Fighter, which I suppose will replace
Cock on the
Bleach.
block.
So maybe Don Da Don will replace Primal.
Maybe we'll see what
Maybe
happens at
we
the
can
end of
talk
March.
Balls Hour.
We know for a fact that Dawn to Dawn season 2 will come because they did have that sneak peek.
Yeah, it's just a
It's
matter
just a
of
matter
when.
of when. I want to
Maybe they'll-
assume
Maybe it'll come
probably
in July, like if season 1 did.
Well, I was also going to say I would also assume maybe they want to have the season 2 Blu-ray out first.
I don't know about that.
Hmm. That should come out pretty soon, I would think.
They haven't announced anything about that yet.
Probably at like whenever G Kids has another panel, they'll probably announce it. But that's for another time. I want to thank Sketch for being on this podcast, and we'll do a little bit
Good to
of cleanup, just so if you want to follow us, you can follow us on Twitter. I'm going to forever call it Twitter. I don't care. I'm not going to call it
Dang
X.
right.
You can follow us on Twitter at Toonami Squad. We also have a Blue Sky account at Toonami Squad. We also have a Facebook, Toonami Squad. We have an Instagram, Toonami Squad, and a TikTok. I don't know the TikTok name offhand, Steve.
It's also Toonami Squad.
Okay, all right. And
Surprised.
Threads as well.
The expired merch.
and the expired merch on Redbubble.
Yep, we also have a Threads account, also named Toonami Squad.
Yeah. And if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Blue Sky at SZ Universe. Sam too, where can they find you?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Samster299, my Blue Sky at Samster299, which I'm going to be honest, I rarely use because I find it so hard to use two social media services. And also my YouTube at Samster299, where I'm mostly archiving Toonami stuff, but occasionally I'll sprinkle in something. I recently got the itch to do some fan-made Toonami stuff again, and I did a whole bump set of what if Gachi Akuta aired on Toonami. So here's what the bumpers for that would look like. And
Ooh.
I want to say, because Logan got with me on this recently, that my Anime Expo article should be coming out sometime. I don't know soon, but I keep saying it for the past couple podcasts, but I swear it's coming. Because I did write a piece on my time at Anime Expo 2025. But I think that's
So
it.
I'm not the only one slacking on their convention reporting.
you know, because that was the first time I've written something And my immediate worry was, oh my god, wait, like, shouldn't we get this out the week so that it's relevant? And then, like, everyone else was putting their stuff out. Like, Daniel just put out his San Diego stuff. So I'm just like, okay, I guess this is just a normal thing. All right, never mind.
No, I told you, I have a plan to make it timelessly appropriate by framing it as, should I, as a Toonami fan, attend Anime Expo? So we got this. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
Depends on the year, is my opinion.
Yeah, we went to that G Kids panel, got let down, and a week later they announced Dawn to Dawn, dude.
So many Aniplex panels.
Yeah.
Oh god, don't remind me.
All right, Steve, tell them where they can find you.
All right. You can find me on Twitter at Zenvest. That is XENVEST. You can find me on Blue Sky with the same username. You can find me on TikTok with the same username. And you can find me on Instagram at my old username, Estherso5, because I couldn't get one.
All right, Logan, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Schmolus1 or on Blue Sky at just Schmolus. Those are pretty much the only places I use. So,
all right. And Sketch, thanks again for joining us. Where can the lovely people find you?
You can find me at Sketch1984 on Twitter and Sketch1984 on Blue Sky. Just look me up. And of course, listen to the Toonami Faithful podcast. It's ToonamiFaithful.com, SoundCloud.com/Toonami Faithful podcast.
All right, then that should do it. Thank you all for joining us today for this episode of the Toonami Squad Sessions podcast. Have a nice evening. Stay gold.
See ya.
See ya.
And